because I could have bought this from the store, but guess what? I am growing it in my backyard or in my side yard, and I am super excited about this. So I'm not even gonna complain. God is good. And so it's like a give and take. You have to either, they're gonna munch on your vegetables or they're gonna munch on the flowers. Or I just want to start off by telling you a little bit about myself. I am a mom of 6 children, and about 3 years ago I decided to start gardening. Y'all, this has been one of the most amazing experiences of my life. This gardening journey has taught me so much. Now, I want to say it's been about 6 or 7 years now, I have suffered from depression, and it is a must that I get vitamin D so that my brain activates and thinks like it's supposed to. And I feel like I'm supposed to. So this is one of the main reasons why I garden. But the other reason why I garden is because I want to feed my children. I want to feed them nutritious food that I am not paying an arm, 2 legs, and a kidney for. So you know what I decided to do? I decided to come out of the stores where I was spending a whole bunch of money on a little of things and decided to start getting seeds and growing them myself. This has changed my family's life for, I think, the better. So y'all, if this resonates with you, if this sounds like something that you may be interested in doing or something that you are doing, then come on in, y'all. Welcome. Get you a cup of juice, get you something to drink, get you a snack, grab a snack, and sit down and let's get on into the video and have a little fun. Because I have bamboo at my disposable, because I have bamboo at my disposal, y'all, I am able to get it pretty much anywhere around me here in Mississippi. I've been taking advantage of it. I use it to trellis my plants with so that I'm not out of a lot of money, and I'm using it to grow out of. So this is something that has been super fun to do. What we're going to do today is go ahead and we're going to harvest some spinach because I have not harvested any. It's been a good while since I planted it and it needs to be harvested. If you look right here at these leaves, you can notice that they are a little bit lighter than the leaves at the top. Now these leaves were once this color. These leaves right here were once a dark green, and now they are like a greenish yellow. Now what I want to chalk this up to is that maybe they were fertilized either a little bit too much, but there is something that the soil is doing which is causing this to kind of have a funky color. However, these vegetables are still completely healthy and we are able to eat them. It's just when we mess with the soil a lot as people, because as gardeners we do tend to do this. We want them to be as pretty as they can be, as big as they can be, as produce as much as they can produce, and sometimes we can over fertilize, we can under fertilize, but when we leave these guys alone and let them do their thing, they tend to be the prettiest. So I'm gonna pop myself on the hand for that because I may have had a little bit to do with it. But we're gonna go ahead and pick these. Oh wait, I need a basket. I'll be right back. And this is pretty much what I'm gonna leave out of these videos. These right here, so we're not worried about these. I guess okay. Y'all remember with the spinach, I talked to you guys about it in another video, but it's still like the cut and come again, or you can pull and come again. But as long as you leave the leaves in the middle, then this plant is still alive and it's still going to keep thriving, okay? So you can pull off and around these plants and just make sure that you leave the center of the plant. I'm just noticing right here, y'all, we got a Swiss chard in here somehow. I don't know how we did that, but yeah. Yeah, it is. Look at these guys. There is a little slug right there, you guys. Do not, if you see like a slug or a snail on your plants, do not put salt on it. Just in case. Your sister, your girl, she's already tried it for you. It's not gonna work. It's gonna kill your plant. So do not put salt on your plant. That's why I took the time to get that off there. Okay, we're gonna wash these very good. If they get too big, they're gonna start to scrub the ground like some of these have, and then you can get more pests on your spinach. So you want to make sure that you are pulling off and around them, especially the ones that are on the ground. And it doesn't cause disease to your plant, because it can cause like mold and all kinds of things once the water and stuff touch it. That's what I was going to say. I had a total brain fart and forgot. Yeah, definitely. Thank God that I got those vitamins. Yeah, we're not going to take that. Yes! Yeah, look how beautiful. Every time I look at this stuff, I just realize how amazing God is. I planted some itty bitty tiny seeds that were so little in my hand, and they produced this. So y'all, this is what we got. I don't want to make this video too long, and that's why I like try and hurry doing stuff. But this is all the spinach we got. I'm gonna take this in the house and I'm gonna wash it. Of course, I have my 2 dahlias right here, and then these are short mixed zinnias, like right there. And then these tall ones right here that are getting pretty leggy, these are the long zinnias. Now you can cut these, and if you cut these, it will start them to bush out more instead of just getting really tall. But I want some of these to get tall because I love doing flower arrangements, and I'm going to include some pictures. But I love doing flower arrangements, so y'all, you want to keep them cut as much as possible. It's going to make them produce more, just like vegetables. Now, if you can look really close, y'all, something is tearing these dahlias up. They're tearing some of these flowers up. And guess what? You would normally... Y'all hear that? They're having a baseball game. We have a baseball field behind my house. I love being out in the garden and listening to the kids and the crowd. It is so beautiful at night, and then you see the lights and stuff. It's just like in a movie. It's like out of a picture. I cannot explain it, but it's so beautiful. I love to hear it. But as I was saying, some things are eating the leaves of these guys up, which is why we really put them here. Besides the fact that I love flowers, as I said, and I like making flower arrangements, but it draws the critters to the flower beds. And so it's like a give and take. You have to either, they're gonna munch on your vegetables or they're gonna munch on the flowers. Or, you know, you could not be so lucky and they could be doing both. But if you look at the leaves of our spinach, they are beautiful, y'all. Beautiful leaves. And guess what? Something is tearing the dahlia leaves up. So they have holes throughout them, but they are still pretty and they still look good. So we'll take that. That is a win. That's a win, you guys. I used to have a problem growing spinach here in my part of Mississippi. I do not know what it was, but I did plant spinach last year and the year before, and they did not make it. They didn't do very well. But I was looking at, I think it's called A Gardener's Journal. No, it's A Gardener's Journey. I was looking at her channel last year. This was right after the summertime. We were going into fall. And she was saying that what you needed to do was put your spinach seeds in the refrigerator for a couple days to a week and let them go through like a cold spell, then take them out and plant them. I did that, you guys. They had no problem. They came right up. So that may be something you want to do as well if you are in a warmer zone like I am, because this can be a cold weather crop. But also the kind of spinach that I'm growing right now, which is the bloom cell spinach, is
Hi guys, I
warm
just want to
weather, a
explain the
warm
phone
climate
call.
crop
You can
as
hear my
well,
daughter
so that I'm
calling
able
me
to grow it
in
right
this
now
next
for a little
part,
while.
and it's
But
actually
yeah,
my
it
sister
worked
on the
for me,
line
so
who
that
is
may be
saying that
something
they
that
are
will
on their
work
way
for
home
you.
from
Now
St.
the last
Jude's,
thing I want to
that
do
my
before we end
2-year-old
this
nephew
video
actually
is
tolerated his
to go
chemo
ahead
really
and go to our
well,
strawberry patch.
and
We're
that
gonna
they
do
were
an
going to get to
update
go
on the
home to
strawberries.
spend
I
the
am
weekend
super
with their
excited,
children.
y'all.
So to God be
Look
the
at this stuff.
glory.
I got runners on these strawberries. These strawberries have gotten so big. So I'm excited about the strawberries. We are producing strawberries, and so today we're just gonna maintenance the strawberries some. I'm gonna show you what we're going to do, and then if you feel the need to do this or think this is a tip that you want to use, then go ahead and you can do this too. Now I have some easy straw. I am going to take this easy straw and we're going to get it open, and then we're going to put this all in the bed so that our strawberries are going to be sitting on top of this easy straw instead of sitting in the dirt, and the dirt can break it down. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited, y'all. I can't believe I grew strawberries, really. So you want to make sure that you at least get that kind, or you have some kind of soft straw that is going to work. We're just going to open this really well, I think. Y'all, I definitely have a problem with trying to get into packages. So what we want to do is just take this straw and we're going to put it all around the strawberries. Now guys, I'm going to tell you there are so many benefits of putting straw in these strawberries that I can't count. But I'm going to give you just a few things that I thought of while I was just doing this, and even before I decided to put in the straw. If you look at strawberries, the beginning of strawberries has the word straw in them. So it kind of lets you know, hey, these guys are going to do pretty good in straw, hence strawberries. Another thing is, like I said, when you are producing strawberries, you don't want to have dirty strawberries, right? So you want these guys to grow in very good conditions so that they thrive, right? I'm excited because, as I showed you guys on the last video, I have my first strawberry, and when I produce one of something, I am officially a provider of that thing. So I told y'all on the last video, I am officially a strawberry farmer. The only thing I would have loved is to have a little bit more strawberries, but hopefully these are going to produce a lot for us, and if they don't produce a lot for us, then we'll get more next year. But I think they are doing really well, so I think they're going to produce really good. Now you want to make sure when you're putting your straw on these that you're picking up your leaves around, and be very careful to do that so that you don't break any. But make sure that you're picking up those leaves so that we got a weed here. But make sure that you're putting the straw underneath the leaf and not on top of the leaf, because you don't want to have any type of breakdown from having that straw on top of the plant. Now my dogs completely destroyed this strawberry over here. I came out, they had dug the strawberry out, and there was like literally 2 little branches left, and they were like one flopping one way, one flopping the other way. They were looking so sad, and it was hot outside. I quickly took it because the root was still attached to it. I buried it back. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you something. Hey, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Y'all, I'm not playing. Look at there. And all I had was these 2 little leaves right there, and one is even almost dead. You see that? But they are coming back. Yay for me. So exciting. Okay, let me put y'all back on the tripod and let's get finished. While I'm putting this straw down, let's just have a conversation here. I want to talk to you guys about my my kids. Can we do this? Is this a safe space? How they say we listen and we don't judge. Y'all, My kids think it's summer already. I have been struggling trying to get them to get up for school here lately. I don't know if they have like summeritis or what it is, but I have been struggling to get my children up for school. And the 16th, well, okay, so let me also tell y'all some good news. My daughter just graduated, and she is officially graduated from the ADN or RN program. We are so proud of her, y'all. I'm serious. We are so that truck was so loud. We are so very proud of her. So we have the kids are doing so many things right now, and like I said, it's just I don't know if they know the summer is coming around the corner or what it is, but they are not wanting to get up for school anymore. So I got this letter in the mail, and it was from our court. We have like a little small court because we're a small place, and they were saying like basically I was in the garden, long story short, and a sheriff pulls up at my house, and I'm looking like, what's going on? The last time a sheriff pulled up at my house, I was getting served divorce papers. That's funny. And a sheriff pulled up at my house, basically came to me and was like, are you Dana? And I was just like, yeah. But he basically served me some papers, and he was asking for our youngest daughter, Casey. So at the time, she was at powerlifting because they do all of these darn sports, but she's not making it to school on time. And so I went and picked her up from powerlifting, and I'm like, the sheriff's waiting on you at the house. And she's like, what? Y'all know the face they give you whenever they like dumbfounded, but like you really shouldn't be surprised. That's what she was giving me. So anyway, long story short, he served both of us. We went to court. The judge ordered that we have to pay because Kaysen was tardy 51 times this whole year, and she had missed some days. So we ended up paying like $375, y'all. I'm not kidding you. $375 that we did not have. And they were like, we didn't have to pay it right then, which I didn't because I didn't have it. And yeah, so that has been the story around these parts. Y'all, I cannot with these kids. I'm trying to feed them. They costing me money. I just don't know. So anyway, I have been on them every day about getting up. Like I'm up so early now trying to get them all up. Y'all, I'm running around fussing and just having a show out because I got to make sure that they get to school on time. Which is crazy. I want them to be more responsible, and that is my thing, and I hope one day they will learn to be. She does not like to be late for a lot of things, but for some reason, school right now is just not one of those priorities for her. She's 16 and she thinks it all. It's just when she gets ready to do it. Anyway, I'll keep y'all updated. But yeah, we are in the whole $375 with her right now. She is gonna have to do something. And so like she has started, which she started this job for her, but she's like working a little job now, and she's like excited about that. But y'all, she's not putting any money towards the $375. She thinks that's her money because she's worked and she deserves it. So yeah, I'm just on my own. And that has been like the craziest thing that has went on so far. Y'all, this looks really bad. I think I'm gonna pull it up. Maybe I'll try and just break some leaves off first and see if it's just that it needs to. Okay, y'all, we are done. It looks super good. Okay guys, that is going to be all for this video. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if this video resonated with you. Don't forget to also hit that notification bell so that y'all can stay updated every time I drop a garden video or I post a garden tip. Now I just want to say before we end, y'all don't forget to share your spinach recipes that you have with me. You know, when you have a family and you're used to cooking certain things, you just kind of know what works for your family and what, you know, they like. But I want to get some more recipes and try some different things. And since this video we did harvesting of spinach is going to be what we have in our refrigerator that I can use. So definitely share those recipes with me. But until next time, y'all, I have had a blast. Don't forget to stay rooted and grow radiant in life and with your veggies. Have a great night, y'all. Bye.